It's lap 1 at Port City Raceway in Tulsa, Oklahoma. An 11-year-old driver is buried in 14th place, dust in the air, engines screaming, a wall of cars blocking every line to the front. Somewhere in the grandstands, someone is watching who was never supposed to be missing. This is not just another Friday night short track race. This is July 17, 2026, and the boy behind the wheel is about to do something that will be replayed across NASCAR for weeks. That driver's name is Brexton Busch. He is racing in the Restrictor Micro Division, a sprint car class for drivers between the ages of 9 and 16. His car carries the number 18, painted green. That number has history. Fans of the sport have seen it before, on a much bigger stage, for more than 2 decades. The reason will matter in a moment. Before we get to why that number stops people cold, here is the video's engine for the next few minutes. This channel, NASCAR Voltage, is closing in on 500 subscribers, and if stories like this one are the kind of racing content you want more of, hitting subscribe costs nothing and helps this channel keep telling them. A like and a comment do more than people realize. They're what decides whether a story like Brexton Busch's reaches more people who need to hear it. Your support is genuinely what keeps this kind of in-depth breakdown coming. Now, back to the race. Brexton starts 14th. Early in the event, a crash unfolds directly in front of him, triggering a caution flag that resets the field. When the green flag drops again, he is running 5th. According to coverage from a Charlotte television station on the event, it became a matter of time before he moved to the front. He does. On the same night, in the same building, he also wins a heat race in the non-wing micro class and finishes 6th in that division's feature, 3 separate results, in one night, against competitors up to 5 years older than him. He crosses the finish line first. He climbs out of the car. He takes the checkered flag in both hands, turns to face the crowd, and bows. That bow is not random. It is Kyle Busch's signature victory celebration, a gesture he performed hundreds of times over a 2-decade Cup Series career. Kyle Busch died on May 21, 2026, at age 41. The Busch family said severe pneumonia progressed into sepsis, causing rapid and overwhelming complications. Reports at the time noted that Busch had become unresponsive in a Chevrolet simulator the day before he died, after finishing 8th at Watkins Glen on May 10 and radioing his team to ask for a doctor. Brexton's win at Port City Raceway came roughly 8 weeks after his father's death. To understand what that loss actually took from an 11-year-old, it helps to understand who Kyle Busch was. He was a 2-time NASCAR Cup Series champion and the all-time wins leader across NASCAR's top 3 national series, with 234 combined victories. He had 63 Cup wins, ranking 9th all-time, 102 Xfinity/O'Reilly Series wins, and 69 Truck Series wins, the last 2 both standing as all-time records in their respective series. He was known throughout the sport as Rowdy, a nickname that captured how fierce and polarizing he was on track. At home, that same man tinkered on his son's race car himself, coached him personally, and was the first person to reach victory lane whenever Brexton won. Samantha Busch, Kyle's wife, has described racing as something the two of them built together with Brexton, not something Kyle imposed on him from the outside. Brexton addressed exactly what that meant in his own Instagram post after the Port City win. He wrote, "I'm missing my crew chief, my driver coach, my dad. Most people who lose a parent lose one relationship. Brexton lost a parent, his mechanic, and his coach, all in a single death." In the same post, he added a lighter line, joking that he ran the top lane much better than his father did, a flash of the same humor the Busch family has always been known for, sitting right next to the grief in the same paragraph. The family's response to that loss has been to keep racing. Just days after Kyle's death, Samantha and the children stood on the grid at Charlotte Motor Speedway for a pre-race tribute ahead of the Coca-Cola 600. By June 10, under 3 weeks after losing his father, Brexton was back in competition at Charlotte in the Young Lions division, finishing second after a last lap pass, driving the same green number 18 paint scheme. Samantha Busch summarized the family's approach in 4 words: "So we race on." She has also said, in the days after Kyle's death, that she promised him she would help their children chase their dreams no matter what. There is a bigger question sitting underneath all of this, and it involves a number. One day after Kyle Busch's death, Richard Childress Racing made a deliberate decision. Instead of simply reassigning the number 8 car, the team moved driver Austin Hill to car number 33. Richard Childress Racing stated, "The number 8 is reserved for Brexton Busch." NASCAR has seen this before. After Dale Earnhardt's death in 2001, Richard Childress Racing shelved his number 3 for 13 years, before his grandson Austin Dillon brought the number back in 2014. RCR's decision on the number 8 is not a retirement. It is a long-term bet on an 11-year-old, and there is no way to know yet whether he will be the one to cash it. That question is still open when the focus returns to Port City Raceway and the full weight of that bow. The Instagram caption underneath it read 3 words, "For my dad." In the fuller post, Brexton wrote that he doesn't like to talk about the last 2 months, that they have been hard, and closed by saying the family loves and misses their dad. Samantha Busch responded on Instagram with her own words, "I've never felt so proud and so heartbroken at the same time." She described what she pictured while watching her son celebrate, that nothing made Kyle happier than watching Brexton race, and that he was always first to victory lane with that same grin on his face. She closed with one more line, "Dad would have been so proud." The reaction from the sport itself has been immediate and specific. Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch's former Joe Gibbs Racing teammate, wrote on social media, "We love you KB." Dale Earnhardt Jr., who described a complicated relationship with Busch over the years, posted, "My heart is broken for the Busch family." Kevin Harvick shared Brexton's post directly, expressing how happy he was to see it. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. commented that Kyle would be proud of what his son had just done. Away from social media, other drivers competing at Port City that same weekend personally approached Brexton to offer advice, a detail that shows how the wider racing community has closed ranks around the family. None of this is happening in isolation from Brexton's broader resume. Before any of this season, he had already logged 48 wins, 126 top 10 finishes, and 107 top 5 finishes in a single year, along with the Tulsa Shootout Golden Driller Trophy. Later this month, he is scheduled to race again at Charlotte Motor Speedway. In August, he is set to compete in the first-ever Kyle Busch Invitational at Bowman Gray Stadium. Richard Childress Racing has already said the number is waiting. Kyle Busch's son has already said, through his own actions, that he is not done. Whether an 11-year-old can carry a number that once carried one of the winningest careers in NASCAR history is not something anyone can answer today. That answer starts to take shape in August, at Bowman Gray Stadium. If a detailed, fact-checked breakdown like this is the kind of NASCAR content you want to keep seeing, subscribing to NASCAR Voltage and dropping a comment below genuinely helps this channel reach 500 subscribers and keep producing coverage like it. Share this one with a fellow NASCAR fan who needs to see what happened at Port City Raceway. If you enjoy real NASCAR breakdowns like this, you'll like what's coming next.